streaming. This is dailyjobcuts.com. Now, I come here, I try to find stuff, because they do good work. But I think the most concerning thing I've seen is just the amount of stuff that's going on right now all over the economy. And so, you look at all this. I mean, let's look at May 14th. Tesla, 601 more jobs from California. University of Southern Maine, layoffs. Mauser Packaging Solutions, may lay off 42 employees. Prudential headquarters in Newark may get rid of 56 people. GM's Road Processing Center in Michigan, 145 temporary workers. Worcester Public Schools, Massachusetts, proposes 86 classroom teachers, 70 support staff, and 22 administration. That's probably a good start, to be honest. Walmart, hundreds of corporate jobs, asking remote workers to move back into the offices. Let's see. So up here, it was looking earlier, and like the list just kept going and going and going and going and going. It's nuts. So the first thing I looked at was this Red Lobster thing. They may file for bankruptcy. That's coming. They're going to be getting rid of it. And, look at this. All right, so U.S. home prices have surged 47% since 2020. If you know anything about rudimentary economics, that is absolutely insane. And it's nowhere near like any kind of reality. So, I mean, your house is supposed to go up like 2-3% a year if you're lucky. And these things are going up. I mean, that's 10% a year. I don't know what else could be indicative of potential hyperinflation than your house price is going up by 10% a year. I don't think that's ever happened before. That's a problem. Share of serious credit card delinquencies, which represents payments that are 90 days late, are up 4%. Majority of voters say Joe's economy is crippling their finances. So what am I saying here? My point that I'm showing you guys is that this whole thing is really, really nasty right now. And I really don't know how they're going to take, duct tape and spit and keep the sucker together for another 5 months to get them through to basically November 10th. Or whatever it is. Because that's what they got to do. And everything is collapsing in real time. I mean, if you were on the crisis report, it's just sign that Ukraine is collapsing, sign that Ukraine is collapsing, sign that Ukraine is collapsing. It's really bad. And then you come over here and you read some of this stuff, and this is just like today. This is a problem. Meta's shutting down its workplace, its enterprise communication business. Not going to cry over that one. University of Wyoming is going to shutter its DEI office after funding slashed. I'm not going to cry over that one. Red Lobster, I covered this one on the Crisis Report. It's really interesting because it just kind of happened out of the blue. Now, I was a restaurant guy for a long time. Now I'm in a different sector. And I know what it's like to walk up to a job thinking you're going to it, and there's a close sign on there, and you had no clue whatsoever. I have to tell you, it is one of the most frustrating things in the world, because if you're working in a restaurant, you're generally kind of living hand over fist. And so the beautiful thing about working in a restaurant is there's always food, so you don't have to worry about feeding yourself, and you generally get to take home money in real time if you're in the front of the house job, being a bartender, waiter, whatever. So if you show up to your job at, say, Red Lobster, and there's a close sign and you had no clue, and evidently this is kind of what was happening. I mean, you don't know how you're going to basically get through it. You have no clue how you're going to make your rent. You have no clue how you're going to pay for your bills, whatever. So, all of these things are really, really bad. I mean, it's we are in a problem. So yeah, Apple's Maryland store workers are going to authorize a strike. Florida condo must pass a milestone structural inspections no late than 30 years after they are built. A lot of D.R. Horton homes in South Carolina right now are like having major problems like septic backup and stuff like that. And a lot of people are really angry about that because they basically sold them these $300,000 homes that were slapped together and are really, really problem. North Carolina child care closing for a day of advocacy to address a crisis, whatever that means. School bracing for widespread layoffs after 190 billion Rona funds were cut. Oh, there's the D.R. Horton one. Average credit card debt is $6,500. We covered that the other day. I mean, just look at all these headlines, folks. It just goes on and on and on. Look at all this. Look at all this. I mean, this is bad. This is really bad. Wild Wings Cafe Restaurant forces possible liquidation. I know that club. Restaurant. They're down all over the Southeast. They're in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and other places. It was a place that if you played music, you played there. And, I played there numerous times because they paid well. It was generally a good stop. They had, sound and yada, yada. Now they're all closing. Planet Fitness, pretty much destroyed, says the company. Why? Because they let some dude shave his legs in the woman's bathroom. Great job. Let's see. Tech layoffs, remote work push, office vacancies, 19.6%. That's the highest since 1979. I mean, look at all this stuff. 500 convenience stores stop lottery ticket sales to protest skill game legislation. Insurance costs are going to skyrocket and lead to higher inflation. Can investors save 99 cent stores from permanently closing? No. I mean, it's just nasty, folks. This is bad, bad, bad. Google's leaving. I mean, you want to talk about a solid company, it's Google. They're leaving their 300,000 square foot office in the San Francisco waterfront. 1,300 logistics layoffs, companies. I mean, this is just, I've never seen anything like this. Okay? I've never seen anything. I've come to this site for many years. I've never, ever, ever seen any of this like this right now. You'd have some posts and stuff, but I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, what do you think? Scrappy Cat, good point. That's if you can get insurance, especially if you're in California. They're dialing it back there. There, a lot of people, are being dropped by their insurance because of the different flooding and different stuff like this. 1 in 3 Zoomers have no income and a poor economic outlook. I mean, a lot of them have just kind of given up, guys. I mean, it's funny. I've been in education for roughly a decade. I've never seen students give up as quickly and as early as they do now. I mean, they just don't care. They don't see any worth. They don't see anything with all of this. So I don't know. It's we're in for some freaking problems. I'm just putting that out there. Hartford teachers rallying for funding as layoffs loom. Rivian loses $1.45 billion. Los Angeles, $1.2 billion graffiti towers put on sale after bankruptcy. Energy prices soar almost 30%, 13 times faster than the previous years. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And the thing is that they know that this is all going to be put squarely on Joe's shoulders. And they don't really have any kind of a plan. There's not much they can do. They can't, say, oh, it was the previous guy. Oh, it was this, it was that. And my worry is that they're going to start to do crazy stuff. I mean, if you look at what's going on around us right now, there's already crazy stuff being attempted, okay? Half these criminal cases, whatever the heck you want to call them, I mean, if a guy does something wrong, he needs to be answered for it. But I mean, they're just wasting money. Blackstone to acquire air communities for $10 billion. Well, there's some more. Petco faces downgrades. Oh yeah, hopefully we weren't looking into the sun with the solar eclipse glasses. TripAdvisor down 29%. Warner Brothers, Discovery hiking max price. Netflix hiking the price. Shopify stock slides 18%. Hartford teachers no longer there. I mean, this is just, I've never seen anything like this, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a major problem that's going on right now. Pojo's Family Fun Center in Boise, Idaho, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's just, the American dream is still alive, but struggles are real. I mean, how many of you guys are struggling right now? I got to be honest with you. My wife and I are both employed, thank God. And we're employed in sectors currently. I mean, she's definitely secure. She's in healthcare. I'm in education, and I seem to be okay, but you never know. Especially after seeing the Hartford, Connecticut, and the other schools in Massachusetts. But then again, those are blue states where, a lot of this idiocy has been going on. I don't know what a lot of these people are going to do. This is going to get rolling. This is going to get some legs, guys. This is going to get rolling. And this is going to really, really start to slap people around. There's just no other way. I mean, look at all the layoffs. Best Buy cuts workforce. I mean, crazy. Consumer prices print hotter than expected, 0.4% month over month and 3.5% year over year. So your inflation is going to go up again. Security is an illusion. It is. So I got to, have side hustles and stuff like that, whatever you can do. I've got 2 side hustles. I play music and I do this, make a little bit of coin. The coin here's got, it's funny. I've got 3 times the subscribers and I'm not making what was going on back in 2021, but that's across the board. Everybody feels that. So I don't know what they're doing in the back, but the money has become much less than what they used to dole out here. It is what it is. That's why I feel bad, like the content creators that are actually reliant upon this as their main income. I would be freaking out right now. I really would be. we're screwed, folks. I mean, high inflation is costing Americans an extra $1,000 a month. I mean, look at that headline alone. So you're not making what you used to make, and now there's so much inflation all around us that it's costing everybody $1,000 more a month. I mean, that would dip way, way into my money. You know, I don't make what my wife makes, and I don't know. I just $1,000 a month inflation. So we're screwed. I don't know what to tell you. All I can say is Katie bar the door. You know, it's coming. This whole thing is going to crap the bed. There's no way. There's too much negative. There's too much nasty. There's all of this stuff. I've never seen this many headlines and layoffs and you know, and it's not even quote unquote technically a recession yet. You know, we're supposedly still in thick times. It's tight. I've canceled everything that I don't 100% need. Absolutely, Sway. That's how a lot of people are. My wife and I are getting rid of one of our bills this week because we have one car payment and we've got the addition. And I went with the addition because, well, I wasn't sure that lending was going to be ready for it, and we absolutely needed it. We needed an office and a bedroom for my son, and we did combo. It's only an extra couple hundred square feet we added. So it's, I mean, this whole thing is just frightening, to say the least. So, by the way, if I got you, if you guys could smack the old like button and all that, that's important because it does help here. So thank you so much for joining me and you know, looking at all this nasty across the landscape. Yeah, please hit the like button and share it out. And tell me what's going on. Who's concerned? If you're concerned, write in the chat and tell me what it is you're concerned about. What are you worried about your job? Are you worried about making your bills? Are you worried about the cost of food? Are you worried about, you know, a Great Depression 2.0? What are you worried about? What is it that's really got you worried? I'm going to be honest with you. Mine is probably, after reading this, would be losing my job and being laid off, you know, I think. If that happens, then, well, you know, we deal with it. That's why you have prep. That's the beautiful thing about being a prepper. If you do lose your job, you've at least got food, right? You got stuff to tap into. So, but yeah, what are you guys worried about? War, world war, finances, heavy new medical bills. Yeah, like button at the top. See the 3 dots. Thank you very much. She is correct. They've redone things, and so it's not as easy to hit that like button, which is why nobody likes things anymore. So if you guys could hit those 3 dots, and it'll say like the video. Thanks, Scrappy. Confluence of suck. Absolutely. Chaos from unprepared people. That is the truth. Tax evasion. Excellent post, sir. The invasion. Oh, I see what you did there. Cost of farming. FEMA trains. Yeah. I mean, look at all this. So, what did a cult say? Because Mamacita said target as in pop on. I got to see this. Where are you at, a cult prepper? Oh, I can't find it. Anyway, you see what I'm saying. My fear, losing my job, my number 1, health number 2. I agree. Fun prepper fact, some random dude has a car named Black Beauty. That is right. %44 tax this October, possibly income as well to fund Israel more. Wow. Okay. Yeah, 44%. because that's what we do whenever we lose money. We just say pay more, right? Get the taxes up. No such thing as the Laffer curve. No such thing as people, tapping out and saying, "Hey, I can't do this anymore." So, yeah, pole shift would be pretty crappy as well. Tax evasion. Oh man. Yes, all the above, Mamacita. Absolutely, all of the above. Violence when everything comes out of the this thing comes to a head. Correct, Voodoo. So yeah, these are all the things that are coming that people are concerned about. What worries me is just an illusion, a dream you would have to just be asleep to have believed. Oh, anyways, so don't worry, said Raymond Knight. I hope you're right, bud. Printing currency, yeah, that's bad. That's definitely hurting us right now. So yeah, as you can see with this list, folks, I mean, we are just, I don't know. I don't know what Joe's going to do. And of course, as it says right here, he dismisses the low consumer confidence with the print coming in higher and the inflation coming and getting higher. I think you would be remiss and you would be crazy not to see that everything is going to get more expensive and everything is going to become tougher to get. With one thing is you're probably going to see a lot of our choice go away. We're not going to be able to have the choices in the grocery store, and a lot of the stuff going on is going to be tougher to come by, whether that's your money, whatever. So we are in dire straits right now, folks. So I thought about this earlier, and I said I just want to show people the list to give them an idea of how terrible things are. I mean, they are bad. Inflation costing $1,000 a month alone per person. Think about that, or family. That is just, that's, we got to fix this. We got to fix this, friends. And I don't know how, because it's going to get crazier and crazier. I think as we crescendo to the election, it's just going to get crazier and crazier. I don't think the election is going to be decided by people. I think it'll be decided in a courtroom between lawyers. And everything, all of our fears that we thought were coming, all of these things are starting to really play out right now. Tech layoffs, all this stuff. I don't know. It's bad. Man, that's what to call this. Everybody else has the title. It's bad. I guess that's, we're going to call it that. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. I'll never do an I'm done. If I'm done, I'm just going to be gone. Like, you won't see me again. So I will never do the I'm done video. But it's over or it's bad. I might do that. So I don't know, friends. I just wanted to pop over here after the crisis report and show kind of the craziness that's going on. It's bad. It's really bad. So, as Mamacita said. So please keep prepping. Just get ready. I don't know when they could slap this horse in the glue factory together for another 3 years, for all we know. I know they have to make it at least 6 months. Have to. So, what happens after there, I don't know. But we're here right now. And it's bad. All right, friends. God bless you all. I really appreciate you. Hit the like button and all that. 3 dots up above, as Scrappy Cat said. But yeah, leave a comment, all that, engage. But just take care of yourselves. Start to really do things that are going to make it so when this whole thing takes a big thunder dump in the bed, you're kind of ahead of the game, okay? Food's always good. Energy's always good. Security's always good. Medicine's always good. Femmes, baby. You know the deal if you've been here a while. All right, PrepperNow out.